What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to episode 3 of the AlltheMods10 playthrough. In the last episode, we finished building our basic ME system that we could use for storage, and we explored our first dungeon. And in this next episode, what we're definitely going to end up doing is going to the Nether for the first time and kind of exploring the Nether a little bit. And then we definitely need to get started on some automation. So I think the mystical agriculture farm will also be started today. So that'll kind of be our goal for today, and we'll get straight into it. So right now, what I'm doing is smelting up some kelp so that we can turn it into kelp blocks and use that as our fuel. But I believe you need to put it in, you need to put it in the crafting table. But we have a ton of kelp outside of our base, and so I wanted to start using that as fuel over coal just because it burns a little bit better. But as you can see on the left hand side here, I've kind of bookmarked some of the things we're going to be working towards. So one other thing I didn't mention in the intro was I want to work on getting a player transmitter so we can start sending power to our jetpack, so we'll constantly be filled up and we won't have to keep putting it back into our windmill to charge it. So I got that, and I added all of the ingredients that you need to build it. I put down the infusion pedestal and infusion altar for the mystical agriculture and making the seeds, and then some of the stuff we're going to be utilizing to actually put that into our ME system and have that going. And then I also put down this alloy smelter because we're going to need a little bit of steel. So I'm planning on building that as well today. And I want to actually get that built as soon as possible because we're going to need that steel for a couple things in the near future. Another thing I want to do is move these Certus blocks outside of the base, but I think we will do that once we've assembled some growth accelerators. But in order to do that, we're going to need a lot more Certus quartz dust and a lot more fluix. So that's kind of where the mystical agriculture farm will come in handy, because it will make that essence that we need, and we'll be able to get a lot of that stuff very quickly. So I think what we'll do first is actually see if we can craft this alloy smelter. So we need the grains of infinity, and I believe to get those you need to use flint and steel on bedrock and get it that way. So I think that's going to be the first thing that we do. No, I think before we do that, what we're actually going to do is construct our nether portal, and we're going to need some flint and steel for that. Grab that, and let's find a decent place a little bit away from the house to that. So I don't really want to build it out here because I honestly think that if we expand our house, we'll probably end up using a lot of this space here, and also some space to the front and a little bit to the sides. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll put it over here. I think right here we'll do fine. We'll go down one more. Actually, we only want it to be 2 blocks. So let's dig this out, dig these out, that, and light it up. We'll cover up that obsidian and dig this down just so it's a little bit more flat, and we'll go check out the nether. All right, so not a terrible spawn. At least we're not over the lava, or directly over it, that is. Looks like we are kind of high up. So what we can do while we're here is we'll grab some of these bone blocks, and we definitely want to get some quartz and some glowstone, so we'll go collect those things. And I think we'll grab some of this soulstone and this soulium ore, because I know we'll need it later for crafting mob seeds for the mystical agriculture farm. So we'll grab up some of these as well. And it looks like we're already getting pretty low on our jetpack fuel, so we will head back to the portal. And we'll go ahead and turn that off. And we need some more food. It looks like, oh yeah, these are all apples. So we can actually just grab some apples from here and eat these for the time being, and we'll go ahead and sleep. Let's see, take those. And another thing that I know we're going to need for the mystical agriculture farm is for this red fertilizer is we're going to need some of this red dye, which we can actually get from pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's like most of the things here that are red. So like if I put this in there, yeah, see, this will make it. Subaki, I believe, makes it. Yep. So we'll go ahead and collect some of this stuff so we can get some pretty easy red dye. Red lupine makes it as well, so it's very nice for making that red fertilizer. And we'll replant some of these flowers here. It does look like one of our saplings didn't want to grow. Let's see if it grows there. Alright, we'll mine up some of this Certus quartz that's ready to be harvested. And we will make our way to to bedrock level so we can collect some of those grains of infinity. So I think what we'll do from here is make a mining tunnel and just dig it pretty much straight down. Definitely grab some more of this platinum. Got some more infernium, but we got some more diamonds. 2 more, not bad. Some more diamonds, 5 more. And looks like we made it. So now I think we just, oh, there we go, and we got one. And maybe what we'll do is we'll set some more of these on fire. Sounds like we're getting a lot of them. We got 14, and maybe we don't need that much, but we'll collect some more just in case. And if we have to come back down here, we always can. Now we got those, so let's /home. And we should be able to build this thing now. We need 1 void chassis, 3 furnaces. We need 2 dark steel ingots, which, oh, we do, we have 4. Okay. So we got those. We need 2 iron gears and 1 cauldron. Now we have our alloy smelter. And it needs a capacitor, which luckily we got one from looting. If we just right click it and then it will insert that in there, and then we just need to hook that up to some power. And as you can see, that's filling up. Do want to get some more windmills made so we can have a better source of power for early power. And now what we can actually do is when we need steel ingots, we can craft them by putting iron with coal, and it will make us steel ingots. It's a lot easier way than using the energized smelter to make the dust. So now we have that. So we went to the Nether, we made our alloy smelter. So we shouldn't need another one of those. Another thing I want to look at is building these import buses. Let's use spruce, why not? Make some pressure plates for our doors. So now those will be automatic, and all you have to do is open one and it'll close right behind you. So scratch that. I think what we're gonna do first is fix our jetpack power problem, and then we'll move on to the farm. So for our player transmitter, first thing we're gonna do is to get an aerial pearl, which we need this dielectric paste for. So I think we're actually gonna need to go get some lava buckets, because I believe we have everything else. We'll go grab some lava. Alright, so we got our 3 buckets of lava. So now, and we should be able to we'll make 48 for now. We'll save one of our lava buckets. So we got that. We'll craft our aerial pearl. We'll get we need 2 basic capacitors, which this crafts 4, so that's perfect. We'll need this dielectric casing, which we'll need the rods for. Go ahead and craft those, and then we need, I think, 2 of them to be sideways. Yep. So now we have our casing, and now we need to make the tiny basic capacitor. So we only need 2 of those, so we'll make those. Now we just need to, we actually left an Enderman spawner I left one unbroken just for this situation, because I figured that we were going to end up using the Enderman later. This should be, yep, so the Enderman should be just down here. Yep, looks like this is the spawner here, so we just gotta wait for one of them to spawn. So now if I right click it, oh, maybe not. Use an aerial pearl on a zombie or a husk. Oh, you know what? You need, with the player transmitter, there's like a card that you need. Binding card, dimensional. So we need to craft one of these. We can craft a blank card, which we can then turn and craft the binding card. Now we just need to right click it on an Enderman or Endermite, so we will just /back, and it looks like we got one to spawn. So we'll right click it. Now our binding card says dimensional. Now we can /home, and we will construct our player transmitter, which we can just put it right there for now. Now you see it's filling up with power. Take the binding card, we'll right click it to ourselves, and we'll be able to put it in there now. So now that's bound to us. So now when we use our jetpack, as you can see, it just fills right back up. So now we'll be able to get around a lot faster. So we'll claim some of our quests, see some of the goodies we got, and we will also sort. Yeah, we definitely need more storage because I want to be able to put pretty much everything into our ME system. So I think what we'll do before we start sorting, so we can just dump everything in here pretty much, is craft some more 1K ME item storage cells. So we will do that. I think we could work on getting some acceleration cards as well, just so we can make this process just a little bit faster. Not too hard to make. I think we could honestly make like 4 of them just for this for now, just to make that process a little bit faster. So we'll put those in with these. We'll go ahead and go back to the acceleration cards and craft. And craft. What were we missing? Oh, we had enough. So now we have 4. We can throw those in there, and now we will throw all these in. You'll see that goes a lot faster now. So normally in the time it would take to make 1, we pretty much made the 7 that we needed. So throw all these back in, throw that back in. So we'll come over here, make some more quartz glass as much as we can. And we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can throw these all in. And now we got a full ME drive full of 1K storage drives, so now what we can do is pretty much just start transferring most of the stuff over from these chests into there. And I'll cut out all that stuff so you guys don't have to see any of that. All right, so I pretty much got everything moved over. And what we did was pretty much keep everything in the chests that doesn't really stack up, so we can actually take those out. And I wanted to leave the apotheosis gems in there as well, just for the time being. We might end up moving them up later, but for now that's just how we're gonna do that. But we pretty much left everything that doesn't really stack, so like armor, enchanted books, like upgrade bases, artifacts and relics, and emptied out the other chest pretty much completely. So now we can just throw that back in here, and we're actually doing pretty good on space. We filled up the 63 slots for 2 of our ME item storage cells, and we got 54 out of 63 for another, and then the rest are empty. So we're doing pretty good on storage for right now. We'll definitely have to upgrade as we keep progressing, and we definitely will upgrade into a pretty sweet storage setup, but for now this will do perfectly fine. So I think the next thing we'll do is pick these up, actually place them over here, because I want to free up this side so we can run Fluix cable out of it, which actually we would have been able to do that anyways, but I'm going to want to run Fluix cable out of here because I'm going to move the Certus quartz farm outside of here so we can put some growth accelerators on it. It's not intruding in the middle of our house. So I think that's what we'll do next. And we will take all the Certus quartz off, take everything we have so far, and now we can slap 4 boxes on these, pick them up, and we'll probably just put them right out here for right now. And how we're gonna have it is probably gonna be just like 1, and eventually have these like that, and then 1 in the middle. So that's eventually how we're gonna have it, but for now let's just start 1, 2, 3, 4. These off, break out the block underneath them, and grab the rest, break these down. Now we'll have these growing out here. So now that we moved that, we got some more storage. What I want to do now is start on our farm, since we pretty much have everything we need for right now, I think. And what we're going to do, maybe we'll start on this level, and I think we'll eventually end up clearing this out all the way across, so we have some flat space to work with. So what we'll do for now, let's dig it out to about right here. We'll call it dig 4 down. We'll start here on the spruce tree level, and we will ultimine a small tunnel just like that. Close this up, and we'll break through here. Now I can clear this whole thing out, and this will be our first farm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna count in 1, go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and those will be our parameters. Find the block in the middle. That will be our water block. So I know we are going to need 1 of these, and it looks like we'll need some quartz slab and some polished blackstone, so we're going to need a bucket. See what we need for this harvester pylon. So we still need the polished blackstone. Don't have any blackstone, so we'll need to grab some blackstone and take our quartz and turn it into blocks. Take that 3, make some quartz slabs, put them in. And we just need the blackstone and the hay bale. That should be pretty easy to get. What I can do is go back to this village, and go raid their farmland. So I'll do that and I'll come right back. All right, so we made it back to the village. Just gonna grab some wheat from their farmland. We just ultimine, just grab all that, and we'll head back to our home. Not really sure what this is. Let's check it out. Some potions, enchanting table. Yeah, I want that. I'm gonna need it at some point. Smithing table, why not? Let's take that. Definitely will need that later. And looks like a bunch of hay bales. Grab these. Spider spawner and some, a lot of chests. Oh, some diamonds. Nice. We'll dump all this in here. Grab those diamonds, those books. Pretty sweet. I'm glad I came back for that. Check that out and continue our journey back to our home. Looks like there's another like cliffside village over here. Just pretty neat. Didn't realize that this one was so close to our home. Our house is just right down there. You can see it in the distance. But we'll come back over and check out and see if there's anything more over there. I just really like this area. It is awesome. So, and we'll dump out some of the stuff that we got. Probably don't need that. And we'll put the rest of the stuff in here for now. And we can get a little bit more glass. And now if we check this out, we don't need that anymore. Shouldn't need these for right now. We just need blackstone. So let's go find some of that. I believe we can find that in the Nether. So now that we have a better jetpack, we can actually go explore a little bit more around. So we'll go around, we'll see if we can find like maybe some bastions and maybe a fortress and get some of the blackstone that we need. We can also grab some more glowstone while we're down here because we will definitely need some more of that for upgrading our ME system. And it looks like there's a fortress right here. Didn't even notice. Yep, and it looks like this is a pretty big fortress as well. So we'll go around here, we'll explore some of these structures and grab some loot. Let's go ahead and mine up a bunch of this and go exploring a little bit. Not really sure what a lot of this stuff does, but we will find out. Really what I want is a lot of this stuff. There's some blazes down here, so I wouldn't mind killing these guys. Hopefully I don't die. And let's see. Didn't get any blaze powder from them. Come back and fight them a little bit more. Ooh, a gold backpack. So we can actually transfer all of our goodies to the gold backpack. So I think what we'll do, click that and put all of this stuff in there. So that's just kind of a free upgrade. We've got a gold backpack. Got some more space for storage. Looks like we can actually just switch out these leggings right now. Put those in there. And it looks like the blazes are back up. So let's go try our luck. And it looks like we got our first blaze rod. That is awesome. Looks like there's actually some polished blackstone right here. Yeah, we won't even have to smelt that down. We can just grab that blackstone. Looks like, oh, we got an ancient debris. Oh, that is awesome. We got our first ancient debris. That is sweet. So I want to actually keep looking around this area to see if we can collect a couple more. Because if we can mitigate having to go down and farm it, we are getting some more diamonds. I'm not sure what's down here. Oh, this is good. Yes, we like this. Because I believe in some of these bookshelves, there are chests that have, some shoes, some running shoes. Those are awesome. We'll just go ahead and grab all that stuff and check out the rest of these barrels because I believe they have something good in them. I don't remember what it is. Just remember it's good. Let's see if we can research these running shoes real quick. This one is pretty simple. Increases the player's running speed by 77%. I think we got all the ones down here as well. It's looking like we did. Also some wither that I don't really want to deal with. There's a lot of them falling off the edge. So this I definitely want to explore. See if I can find any netherite smithing templates back here. Some more ancient debris. Here we go. Got our first smithing template. Need to drop something though. I don't think we'll need the ruby right now. Right now, honestly, if we have one, that's fine because we can always just duplicate it. But I think for now that will have to do, and we can finally start mining up some ALLTHEMODIUM. But we can go ahead and this is actually where we find vibranium templates, I believe. I did just see it. I'm not tripping. Well, it was in this general area, so we'll go ahead and create a waypoint. Template. Question mark. And we'll go ahead and save that. But for now, we're pretty full on everything. So we'll just back to the house. And we'll start sorting some of this stuff. Do you have any more slime balls? I don't have any tape. So let's go ahead and use this. Tape that up. Now we can transfer all of this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So now we got a little bit more in here. Go ahead and just mine these up, throw them back in our ME, and we'll start dumping some of this. Throw down another backpack for the collection. And I know we got like extremely sidetracked there, but now what I want to do is grind that down, grind all this stuff down, because now with that alloy smelter, as you will see, it does it 3 at a time and it goes extremely fast. Now one thing we can do is take our scrap and make our netherite ingots. Got 2, and now smithing template, we can actually duplicate this. I think we can do it a couple times. And now we're out of diamonds, which is fine, but we will need at least 6 of the smithing templates. We have 5 right now, which is good. Pick our netherite and our smithing table and our smithing template back in there, and upgrade this pickaxe to netherite. I got a netherite pick. Stay on top of this. I wonder, so I think what we'll do is I think we'll actually be able to make one of these right now, so I'm gonna try it. But what we'll have to do, run, it's gonna be kind of weird, so we're gonna have to run this, run power beneath it, grab some more cable, run the power underneath. I run the power underneath so it still keeps getting power, and then what we can do is have this stuff automatically feed into here. And doing that, an import bus. Just need a piston for, make that piston, grab ourselves an import bus, and we'll need some Fluix cable and this, that. So now go to the IO configuration, have pull from there, and then put the iron dust in like that. So now what this is doing is alloy smelter, since we set this side to pull, it's pulling from whatever block is right next to it, which is this iron chest. It's pulling it into there, and what the import bus is doing now that it's connected to our ME system, is it is pulling the items out and fueling it into our ME system. So if we see we have these iron ingots going in, iron ingots are going up. And what we can do to make this process a little bit faster is just add some acceleration cards, which we'll probably do that. Just kind of wanted to show basics for the time being. And we can actually now take the copper out once it's done, break this off, and just use one cable and put it on top. We will grab harvester pylon, we'll craft a modular router, and we'll need a chest. Alright, so what we're gonna do is take this water, place it down, I'm gonna throw the harvester pylon right on top of it like that, set it to 9x9. This is where our ALLTHEMODIUM hoe is gonna go. Then we're going to place chest on top of that, and the modular router on top of that, and that will pretty much be that. So we'll be able to throw the hoe in there, clear out this stuff, and we're gonna leave those dirt blocks there for now, so we have a vision of where the farm is going to be. Grab some more dye, and that's pretty much how we're gonna set that up for right now. And the next thing I want to do is 9. We'll need 9 red wool. Now we need one of these infusion altars and 8. Oh, so I guess we didn't need that many, and we just need a place to kind of set this up. So we'll put it over here. I think that will be enough space. Yep, looks like it will be. So we'll place down the infusion altar, and then we'll get an outline of all of the infusion pedestals. So we'll put those around just like that, and we're going to craft lever, just a basic lever, put it underneath and activate it. So now we can start making some seeds. In order to get those seeds, so we are gonna need some prosperity seed base. We have to do that. We need 4. 1. So we got 3. Now let's go ahead and make 24. Actually, what we'll do is take our wheat seeds and make as many infernium seeds. It looks like we got 45. We're gonna need some more, but that will do for now. And we're gonna have our entire first farm just be for infernium seeds. So we're actually gonna need 2 of all of these things. It should be easy enough. So let's get one more. Need that. We already have a router, and we need a polar module. We'll need 2 of them. 2, and we'll need 2. 1 in there. Take the other one, and what we'll do with this polar module, put it in the router and press C on it, set it to down so it will pull out of there. And what we're gonna have it do is we're gonna put a sender module, which will send it to, we'll have another chest over here, but it'll send it to that chest, which will route it into our empty system. Kind of automate that process. But I think what I do want to do is go find an ancient city, and we'll kind of play around with this infusion altar later. What I want to do is go find an ancient city so we can find the ALLTHEMODIUM smithing templates. But let's go find, and we'll go explore our deep dark biome a little bit and then see if we can go find an ancient city. Oh, that's a mimic. First mimic down. Well, we explored some more in the deep dark area, and we actually have found some ALLTHEMODIUM. Got some night vision goggles. Oh my goodness, need to research these because these will be super nice. Just have to remember the pattern. I believe it was like this and like this and like that. Sweet. Now we have those, and you can see this is what it looks like normally. This is what it looks like with the goggles. We will definitely be using that. Got some more. And let's go mine up some of the ALLTHEMODIUM we found. So here's some right here. You can tell that it's ALLTHEMODIUM because of its glow. Turn off our vision. You can actually see it a lot better. I believe, yeah, there's one over there. You can see it glows super brightly. So just turn that back on and we'll mine this up. And we got our first ALLTHEMODIUM. That's awesome. Looks like we got some more diamonds over here as well. And I actually forgot to do one more thing before we left the base, and that's create a brush, because in order to get the smithing templates, we'll go back to the house for right now and grab. So let's see if we can make this. Should have everything, and we'll go back. So we'll have a look around and see if we can find some more of that ALLTHEMODIUM. Doesn't look like there's any more ALLTHEMODIUM anywhere, so we're probably gonna move to the next area, look for some more. Looks like we got some more, but it's right next to one of those shriekers, which is no bueno. We're gonna have to see if we can get close. Cool. Now we just mine the ALLTHEMODIUM. Sweet. Now we just keep hunting for ancient cities. There's another mimic. Leave me alone. So many things trying to kill me. Ooh, 2. But we just got a warden that spawned. Let's see if we can hide from him. Oh, looks like we got some more. Ooh, so now I think we found the ancient city, and it actually happened to be pretty close to our base because we had another, looks like we had a marker here. Oh, it's just below the village. But as you can see on the map, this big open area, that's our ancient city. So we'll actually just have to build right over there and we'll be good. Let's see if we even have to build at all. We'll just try to go straight over there. Hopefully we don't get another warden to spawn. And we did, of course. Let's get out of here. Build out this way, dig out that way, and then this. And dig into, that brings us straight into the ancient city. So now we just need to find the middle. We'll grab a template, and then we'll go back to our house and make our hoe and try to finish up what we want to do for our farm. But I definitely want to mark this. So I'll press B, city, and now we'll have a marker there. Sounds like the warden just went away. Perfect. Now we just have to get to the middle. While we're here, we're definitely going to be looking for some more ALLTHEMODIUM ore. Looks like we found some right off the bat, because this is where the ALLTHEMODIUM slate ore, or the ALLTHEMODIUM ore, is predominantly in. It's predominantly in the ancient city along the walls and on the ceiling. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that. But I actually see 2 more right there. But what we're looking for is, oh god, we should not have landed. Just had another warden spawn. Hopefully it doesn't see me. I wanted to do this without the warden finding us, because I think what we're actually what we're looking for, I believe, is over there. See, because we're looking for clay, and oh, there's more ALLTHEMODIUM right there. So yeah, as you can see in the and some right there. As you can see in the ancient city, this stuff is literally everywhere. So let's do our best to be quiet. Snack that up, and I think our jetpack is keeping us silent. We'll go over here. What we'll actually do for this one, take out, down, and it's right here, and snag that up, keep it moving. Thank God for our jetpack, or else this would be an absolute nightmare. And looks like the warden's going away. Now we can look, or is it this? Okay, here it is. So this, when you're on top of middle area, the structure you're looking for is this pathway looking thing. It's got this stuff on the sides. It's got this, polished basalt outlining it. And along that polished basalt, you're looking for clay, and you can tell where it is because it kind of sticks out. It's like a different shade. So it's just going along here, seeing if there's any on the outside. Not seeing any. Oh, there's one right here. Let's drop down quietly. What you'll do is you'll take a brush, hold right click. Oh, that broke. It's okay. Hopefully we'll find another one. Really hope that wasn't the only one that was here. What I can do while we're here though is find some echo shards, because I do believe we need them to craft an explorer's compass, and if we have one of those then we can just find ancient cities like super easily, because I don't think there's any more clay, which is really too bad. Definitely gonna spawn a warden. So what we're gonna do is see if we can find any of those echo shards. Quick about this, got some echo shards. Fly away from there for a minute. Do one more look around. So I think we're just gonna have to go find another ancient city. But we got the echo shards, so we should have to make some more of these. So let's grab this one. We can take it to the ALLTHEMODIUM, make dust. The block of raw iron we can condense down to the gold, to the silver, tin, platinum, osmium. That's all we can do for now. Craft some more ore hammers. Now we can just mist the copper. Now we can just dump all of that in here. So that's all pretty much automatic now. Put these ore hammers back in here. But now let's continue with the explorer's compass. We are gonna need one of those ore hammers. So now we can make the dust. I marked this area earlier and it was the area that I thought it was. Oh, those guys hurt though. Let's do this the smart way. See a piece of sand right here. And now, as you can see, we got a vibranium smithing template. So that's how it was supposed to work with the ALLTHEMODIUM one in the deep dark. However, in the ancient city, but we messed that one up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark this and we'll come back to it later. This is what I was looking for on the map, is these rows of lava like that. That's what I was looking for. All right, so we got everything consolidated and now we should be able to make the rest of these. Yeah, so we needed 16. Now we just need those iron nuggets. Oh, we need to smelt them. Smelt these, and we need to ore hammer these, so then we can make 2 more of those. The Enderium iron, 4 gears. Now we should have the explorer's compass. Sweet. Go find the next ancient city so we can upgrade to ALLTHEMODIUM and finally get our farm going. So how we do it is right click our ancient or our explorer's compass, type in ancient city, and it will point us to the nearest one. It says we'll have to follow this way 800 meters, which I think that's actually the other one that it took us to. Yeah, it's definitely the one that it's taken us to. So it was just too bad that I couldn't find any templates in there, but it's whatever. We'll get the next one. Let's see if we can get a different one. Give us a different one. It doesn't want me to do that one. So we'll go I got an idea. If we go home and we hit an RTP, maybe this will help us. All right, so we are very far away. So now we're 934 blocks from another one. So we're gonna go over that one. We're gonna pretty much just dig straight down and that will be that. And we made it. Just dug straight down and now we're here. So now we pretty much just do the same thing we did before. We'll find the middle and we can see this area again. And we're just gonna go look around for some clay. Hopefully we can find some this time. Oh, actually, oh, right there. So straight down. And there we go. We got an ALLTHEMODIUM smithing temple. Oh, that's awesome. So let's have one more look around, see if we can find any more. More than one, that would be perfect. If not, we can always just come back and grab some more. Oh, looks like we got another one. I didn't even see these. So yeah, let's have one more look around, see if we can find any more, and then we'll get out of this place. Let's go back up here. We'll mark this. Not like we'll really ever come back here, but just in case. Put down a marker and we'll just go back home. So now we need to make hoe. Then we need to take that hoe, take our netherite pick, upgrade it to ALLTHEMODIUM. So now we have a pickaxe that never breaks. Don't know why we didn't do that in the first place. So now take our ores, make our ingot, go to our smithing template, make the netherite, grab our smithing template and our ingot, and now we have an ALLTHEMODIUM hoe. And now we can come up here and farm all this up and throw this in here. Now that will keep our plot farmed And we can take those back for now. We can take our seeds and our Infernium essence, make more. We have 72, so we almost have enough for the full plot. And now what we can do is plant these up, plant all those up, and we need to build our sender module. So let's grab all of this, put all of this in, keep all that in our backpack, and then let's grab sender module. So we'll need a bow for that. I know that we have sender module Mark 1. We actually are going to want Mark 3. So we need one ender pearl, and then for the Mark 3 we need an ender chest, which we need an eye of ender for, which we need another ender pearl for. So we'll go grab 2 ender pearls. Got what we needed. So we got that. We just need, we need end stone and an ender chest, that one. So we'll have to go to the end, which is not the best, but I think we've done a lot this episode. So I think we'll save that for the next episode. So next episode goals is definitely going to be, I think next episode will be gathering more ALLTHEMODIUM smithing templates. We will go to the end and get the end stones, get everything else we need for the sender module, create our farm a little bit, and that will pretty much be that. So we'll grab some more smithing templates, go to the end, and we'll start expanding our farm some more. One last thing we'll do is claim all of our rewards. We got some more ender pearls, that's awesome. So lots of good stuff, but we'll end it off there. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.